This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Okay, good Rabbi. I want to share with you the very illuminating idea of the Ibn Ezra. The idea of the Ibn Ezra is found in many of the writings of the Ibn Ezra, as elucidated by none other than Rabbi Yosef Engel in Glatstein Hashas. Pasuk says in this week's Parsha, Perek Mem Beis, Pasuk Aleph, Vayar Yaakov Kiyesh Shever b'Mitzrayim. Literally, Yaakov saw there were provisions in Mitzrayim. Of course, Rashi brings down the drush that Yaakov saw Baruch HaKodesh, that there was hope still in Mitzrayim. But nevertheless, in Mikra Yotzi Midei Pshutai, Yaakov knew there were provisions in Mitzrayim. The question is, what do you mean Vayar? He saw, he didn't see, he heard. And in fact, later on, the pasuk says, Ki shamati, I heard. Why does the pasuk use the lashon of Vayar? So the Ibn Ezra says, Vayar, Ibn Ezra says a very interesting concept, and that is all the hergeshim, all the five senses, sight, hearing, taste, touch, smell, they all are connected at the root in one place. They're really one essential sense, and therefore they are interchangeable. And therefore, even though it says Vayar Yaakov, the meaning is he heard, because all the senses are interchangeable since they are all connected at the base level. For example, Re'eh Reach Beni, see the scent, my son. What do you mean, see the scent? It should say, smell the scent. No, all the senses are connected. Or, as Ibn Ezra says, Umasai Ka'ar, the light is sweet. The light is not sweet. It feels good, it looks good, but one thing it's not, it doesn't taste sweet. No, all the senses are interchangeable. And in fact, Ibn Ezra writes similarly in Koheles on the pasuk of Umasai Ka'ar, Koheles Yud Aleph Zayin, that the Iker Zeh ba'avor hischabros ha'hargeshais is because all of the senses are ultimately connected. And this is something Ibn Ezra writes in Shemais Hey Chaf Aleph, Hey Chaf, and also Tesvav, that Hachushim Mischalfim because Sharsham B'chush Echad. Well, comes Rabbi Yosef Engel, and Rabbi Yosef Engel brings this down in the Gilyonei Hashas Megillah Davav. The Gemara says, why is the Yam Kinneret, why is the Galilee called the Kinneres? Says the Gemara, De Mesiki Peri Kikala de Kinari. The fruit is sweet like the sound of a harp. Okay, why is it that we're describing the taste and we're comparing it to a harp? A harp is a sound. Again, we're exchanging taste for sweetness. Mesikos, to the chush of Shema, the chush of hearing. Or in Erechin, Yud Amud Beis, why is a harp called a harp? Why is it called a chalil? The chali kale. Its sound is sweet. What do you mean its sound is sweet? You could say it sounds good. Masaik would not necessarily be used as a description for sound. So again, this is the opposite. The same way the Kinneret has sweet fruit like a harp, a chalil is called a chalil because it has a sweet sound. Or the Gemara Menachai says, chulya de peri, the sweetness of the fruit. But chulya is an expression of sound. So again, a proof that all senses ultimately boil down to one essential hergesh. Says Rabbi Yosef Engel, this would explain a difficult Tosefta in Rosh Hashanah, Perek Beis Halacha Vav. It says that in this way, Yerushalayim was more than Yavneh. Any city that you could see, hear, is close, or you could travel to easily, Yerushalayim, if it has these three things, then you would blow shofar there. And in Yavneh, they only blew shofar in Bezdin. But if you look at the three things that the Tosefta describes, Royeh, Shoimas, Kroiva, Yecholos, Lavai. Yechola Lavai. That's not three things, those are four things. You could see Yerushalayim here, close, and you're able to come. These are four things. You have to say, says Rabbi Yosef Engel, seeing and hearing is one, because ultimately it's one sense. If Yerushalayim can be sensed through Riyah and Shmiya, but Riyah and Shmiya are not two separate faculties. It's one essential faculty. Like the pasuk says Rabbi Yosef Engel, V'chol ha'am royim es ha'kolos. and the people, they saw the koilos. Now, fine, granted, they saw the koilos, but they also heard it, so why doesn't it say, V'chol ha'amroyim v'shoymim es ha'koilos? Says Rabbi Yosef Engel, because Riyah includes all the senses, since ultimately they are all connected. A very revolutionary idea, which is, we could see even on a basic scientific level, we know that if a person is not seeing well, or if the lights are not bright enough, the food doesn't taste as good. If somebody has their nose is clogged, the food doesn't taste as well. All the senses we see, even on a basic scientific level are connected. But the Ibn Ezra is being megal to us on a deeper level. Sense is one fundamental faculty which is expressed in 5 ways, but is rooted in one way. And these are some of the illustrations given to us by Rabbi Yosef Engel. I wish everyone a good Shabbos.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.